härligt sätt att uttrycka sig på.
Ja, jag tänker ju på kvinnokraft. Jag åstadkommer ju någonting, mina händer, och alltså en produkt som jag skapar själv med egen kraft.
Alltså man får göra precis hur man vill. Man behöver inte ens tänka. Man kan låta järnbarken styra, så får man se vad som kommer ut.
The Emroideresses was so interesting. I loved getting to see kind of the behind the scenes and the process of creating a dance. And yeah, that like behind the scenes look was really cool. And I feel like you don't get to see that very often. But also, it just brought a smile to my face seeing these elderly women just sitting around and embroidering with each other and sharing different stitch techniques and what are your thoughts on this. It was so sweet. And then they all went to this play together, and it's the same performance that we watch them create towards the beginning of the film. So it kind of all came full circle, and it was this modern day dance interpretation of embroidery. And then we also get to see kind of the original, not creators of embroidery, but people doing it in the more traditional way. And I thought it was a really, really special and different and unique. And I so enjoyed watching it. I had a smile on my face the entire time.
This was such a really interesting interpretation. Not only is the story, for the most part, being told from the perspective of an older embroideress, it's being shown in real time, these two dancers coming up with the movement and the choreography for a piece about embroideresses. It's being narrated by an embroideress. It gets, moments with actual embroideresses. That was so interesting. You get so many different perspectives. You get some beautiful movement and interpretation of words to movement, specifically when they're reading the book about embroidery, and that was like a showcase of storytelling within itself. It was so interesting. It was so well done. I love the way this was shot. I love the concept for this.
What a great idea. This is so unique to incorporate, to have a dance about embroidering and cross stitch and other stitching. I just thought it was really neat. I did cross stitch once when I was little. My stepmom taught me, and I did a piece of cross stitch for my mom for one of her presents one year. So I don't know, this just brought great memories back from that for me. But it was really neat to see a dance based on this, and the story of a little bit of a story on these women who were embroidering in their group. I actually wanted to see more about that too, but it was just really cute, well done, very interesting.
Very fascinating. It had a very documentary feel to it, and I enjoyed seeing the comparison between dancing and embroidering. It was a very interesting comparison, seeing how they both use movement and hands, but it's not something you normally think of in the sense of comparing one to the other, which definitely made it all the more interesting.
That's revolving around the craft of embroidering. This is a musical piece with a saxophone, a live saxophone playing, and these two dancers performing to tell us about the passion of embroidering, some of the techniques that can be used and that can be taught or learned while reading about this in books or just learning from people that are experts on this. They seem to showcase other people that are keeping this art alive. And this was, I think, a nice homage of people that know how to do it and trying to raise awareness about it.
Our idea combining dance with embroidery, two different forms of art. One is complicated and one is a bit relaxing, at least for me. Embroidery, both are skills that take a lifetime to master. Different skills, but something that to combine them together is definitely unique. So embroidery is something that's relaxing and can be done in a group while talking, whereas dance is a little more complicated and people come to watch the show, whereas people don't really watch embroidery, you just do it. So it's definitely a clever idea to show the art form within a dance and the process that goes into creating a dance.
Seeing like the world of interpretive dance through the eye of this book, and then seeing like, you know, the world of like the embroideress, like, you know, the literal world and the interpretive dance world, and then the combination of it all. And it was interesting to see, like, you know, I never really thought about like the parallels between like the interpretation of the dance and all that. So it was a very interesting concept.